like go after Kobe Jones's legs, and Kobe's still moving pretty well. He just made a bad pass, though. You got to wonder if he's worried about getting whacked again.
Down in the corner, still another collision. 13-5. U.S. slightly catching up, I guess.
No, it was 12-5 at half.
At one point, though, it was 9-1.
Yeah, late in the half, they started to come up with a few. And again, I don't want to condone fouling, but when you get to the highest levels, physical intimidation is part of it.
Rodchenko lifting it. Miola got a piece, but not all. Russia scores the first goal, and the threat of Rodchenko that we talked about at the top became very important right there.
We talked about Rodchenko's speed. He actually had a disappointing first half. He appeared to have problems with the AstroTurf because he's a player that likes to change speeds, but the ball moves so fast on AstroTurf, I think it threw off some of his deception. But this time, it's a straight run forward. There he goes. He's already taking off into the space. Now the ball played through. He's not offside when the ball's played. It looks to be at least even with Lapper, and he actually, this is more or less a lob by Rodchenko as Miola comes to cut the angle. Rodchenko's able to clear Miola, and this helps. The big bounce helps him be able to get under the ball to then put the top spin on it to get it over the top of Miola and then have it come down into the net.
That was Karneev that had made that long pass.
So you have to say it's against the run of the play. There's no question.
They're announcing it as Salenka, but it looked like 8 Karneev. I double-checked that.
Karneev is shorter. It was not a guy as big as Salenka.
There is Rodchenko.
So the shin guards didn't slow him down.
No. We liked him last year, even though he didn't set the world on fire. They only scored the 1 goal in the 2 games as a team, but he was brilliant.
He was beating players at will.
Now the U.S. is looking at, again, those heroics. They find themselves trailing once more.
Concentration is the biggest thing, and it is. Korneev, number 8, now lifts it very nicely in behind Lapper. Rodchenko's on the full run. He's been sprinting since the halfway line, and he essentially lobs Tony Miola as Miola had come out easy save, so it may really distract him the next time.
U.S. on the steal. Chung led it too far, and then he paid the price. I thought they were going to bring it back.
Yeah,
They did. There's no advantage there.
Kuznetsov caught him just after the play. Popov, tremendous defensive performance today. Now here's a guy that can go forward, but he's been told not to today. He's been told to contain Kobe Jones, and he's come over also and supported the other defenders on the Russian team to keep what is so far a shutout for their defense.
Free kick coming up. Who's going to strike it? You've got Reyna there, number 10. Mike Burns, number 4.
Lapper's wide open at the far post.
We are set.
Reyna can hit him.
He'll be the man. Claudio Reyna pushing it for Lapper. Mike Lapper on the cross, far side. Lalas, he scores! Lalas!
Boy, that feels good for this crowd, for Alexei Lalas. Not for Hopov, but he had no chance. Of beauty, the entire attack, starting with the free kick when Reyna worked the ball wide out to Lapper. And look at Lalas. Hey, he slam dunks this. Here's Reyna. He fakes the shot, slides the ball up out to Lapper, who I said before was wide open at the back post. Lapper now bends a beautiful ball all the way to the back post. Look at Lalas get up and just pound the ball down into the net. And he's rewarded this tremendous crowd here in Seattle with the tying goal. There's Reyna's ball, splitting the Russian defense wide. Lapper takes a little bit of time, finds Lalas with a nice bending ball, and Lalas got up so high above the entire Russian defense and then put a great deal of force behind the header to blast it down into the net, just inside the post. Popov, no chance because he started out at the near post.
His 5th international goal, and believe me, he's tired, but he found that energy to make one heck of a run into the stand.